Okay, so standard features of the internet. Think about it. For the foundations of e-commerce, email, instant messaging, search engines, online forums or chat, especially in the areas of consumers talking and engaging and talking with a company that's a retailer, or talking to get tech support and chatting, or chatting amongst themselves about the products or services they're getting. Streaming media, another foundation, and cookies. Cookies are obviously a big piece of the browser, so understand how those work to actually retain data not only on the page that you're on, but allow you to track and do some targeted behavioral content-based marketing. Email, which is the most popular application on the internet. We've talked a little bit about that. SMTP is the one. Obviously, you're not only transferring messages within text within the message, but also attachments. And it's a one-to-one, typically user to user, or one-to-many, sender to many. Instant messaging, obviously knowing the definition, I'm sure you all do, but displaying words on a computer almost instantly, recipients can respond instantly. That's the word instant. Search engines, matching queries, using keywords, pages are indexed, pages are ranked, but they also serve as tools for consumers to use to find products. So you want as a retailer, as a merchant, to have your products engaged with the search engine, so consumers looking for your products may not go directly to your site, they might go to the search engine, so they very likely will. You have to have a presence there, so your products and services are showing up in SERPs, search engine results pages, SERPs. Advertising vehicles, obviously you want to use the search engines to display text ads to further promote your business. They're also a very big part of e-commerce, and a specialization is the usage of search on a site or across multiple e-commerce sites owned and run by your company or your institution. And one of the things that I got involved with, and I'm happy to talk to you guys about in more depth, was configurable search engine capability. So setting up in my work at Interworld e-commerce, we built out search engines that would run retail sites but would be tailored based on things like search by brand or search by product type. And you'll see this a lot on the sophisticated e-commerce sites. But it's a tool within that to break down and make search more effective, more useful, more time sensitive, and quicker to generate results that can result in a purchase. And also, very importantly, is used to be able to capture those search engine strings that users are using on your site, so you can then pour that back into marketing, upselling and cross-selling on your marketing programs for merchandising, but also roll that into your keyword indexing and SEO, search engine optimization content on your site, so it'll be picked up by search engines such as Google and Bing and all of that. These are important concepts, so you should think about that a little bit more. Outside of email, search engine is the most commonly used internet activity. How Google works, user enters in this graphics, search query, the Google web servers receive the request. It's got upwards of 1 million PCs linked together, handling the incoming requests. The request is sent to their index servers, which have already crawled the web. Those index servers maintain data about web pages that are already out there based on the last most instant crawl. So they're matching the query and then finding those pages, again, those SERPs, S-E-R-P, search engine results pages, and then using PageRank, which is another component of Google, which ranks those pages on proprietary algorithms based on the importance of their popularity, serve those back. The summaries are sent up on multiple pages, delivered to the users 10 results to a page. So that's how that happens in an instant. Okay, other components, that are important for e-commerce infrastructure that came out of pre-e-commerce are online forums and chat, message boards, bulletin boards, discussion boards, very, very big in government and institutions and academia for many years, but also used early on by e-commerce organizations to actually understand not only and monitor conversations going on about an organization that has its presence on the web. So anything from technical support chats or help forums to just special interest groups. Members visit each other, check for new posts, can get pinged when new post comes in through their email, but ways that allow organizations to help internet users to help each other in a service mode, communicate with each other, but in an asynchronous mode, not real time. So I might post something, you might not find it till later, but then you will respond later and I might not see your response until later after that. Online chats is similar to IM, but for multiple users, so multi-use instant messaging, if you will, typically geared towards chat rooms, again used in e-commerce. Streaming media, obviously a big component, music, video, large files being sent in chunks, so the files can be received and then played without interruption. So it allows, and it also allows a very great advantage of streaming media, allows media files to begin playing before the file is fully downloaded. So a very large file, typically this file that you're watching, that I'm talking on right now, is being played, while the back end of today's lesson is being loaded. So very important component. Cookies, as we mentioned, simple text files deposited by the website on the user's computer. Obviously, some people have take issue with cookies being stored on their computer, but they can be cleared and removed from any type of security risk. End users do have to be wary, so let's be upfront about that. And most organizations or e-commerce organizations will have service representatives or self-service support pages that explain the use of cookies in their terms and conditions and their privacy, and then also show end consumers how to utilize cookies, but also how to dismantle them and disable them if that's not their preference. But the key component of that is allows consumers to receive a very rich personalized experience than they would not be able to experience if they had cookies disabled. Okay, and I touched on the privacy threat.